Summer Club 75th anniversary. What do we want in our documentary? Should we have interviews? What kind of stuff should we ask in our interviews? Well, who should we ask?
We should ask, what does Summer Club mean to you?
If I could put it in a concise sentence.
This is my 15th year at Summer Club, and I've now worked here longer in my life than I've not been at the ROM. So more of my life has been at the Royal Antiquary Museum as a staff than not.
At the ROM, we tell stories because I love stories. I like making theater and I like acting, being on camera and on stage, because that's storytelling. And at the ROM, that's what we do. We learn things through stories. We learn things about history. We learn things about science, all through stories. People love telling stories here.
I have a lot of memories here since I've been coming here since I was 7. So it's just a really big part of my life, and I just really love it here. And I associate it with a lot of happy memories, so it means a lot to me.
Summer Club is one of the only times of the year where I can talk to people and just be friends. Because at school, everything's dominated by, oh, how are you doing in that subject, or have you finished this project yet? So, just a good time to socialize for me.
It's one of those places where it's a certainty in your life. Whenever I'm planning my year, I always know ROM is going to fit in there somewhere. So it's like a place to go back home.
Being able to be with the dinosaurs every day, to hold a Martian meteorite. I have a dinosaur poo on my desk. It's the ROM Summer Club, all of this is home, and I think that's what it means to me. This is home.
What other questions should we ask about everything, about the museum, what your favorite gallery is?
What's your favorite part of Summer Club?
What's my favorite part of Summer Club?
I think my favorite part of Summer Club is seeing people that I recognize, and also seeing people who are new that I've never seen before. So I guess just all the people here, because it's a really great environment and everyone has a really good vibe. It's really nice here.
I'm teaching an 11 to 14-year-old group right now, and I have kids in there that I've known since they were 5 years old, and that's just blowing my mind. They're so tall, they're so big, they're so smart, and it's amazing to see that part of their life.
When I'm in D&D, my favorite part is the D&D, but in general, I love all the lessons. They're really interesting.
Being on the stage in the morning, when I get to say Good Morning Summer Club. Good Morning Summer Club is, and then hearing all the kids yell it back to you with so much enthusiasm, it's the greatest thrill in the entire world. You feel so good. You feel like you're a part of something. You feel like you're with people that think that this is as much of a home for them as it is for yourself.
You learn things at school, you do, but it's not the fun kind of learning that we do here. Because when you're sitting in a group and you're in a gallery, say you're in Egypt and you're talking about mummies or pyramids or whatever, you're engrossed in it because everyone here is so good at telling these stories, because they're passionate about it. They care about this knowledge and passing on this knowledge to the youths and to everyone, but I love sitting in those groups and listening to those instructors and assistants.
What was their favorite memory of Summer Club?
Favorite memory? There's a lot of memories. It's a lot of years.
I don't know. I have so many. I don't want to be cliche and say there's too many to name one. I feel like I'm going to name one that's not going to be the one that I love the most.
The first time I ever played D&D in Bronfman Hall. I had no idea how the game worked, and there were some really nice people who just helped me make my character and learn how to play.
Okay, so when I was a young person, I was probably 8. I was in this group called Ancient Civilizations, and it was around the time where Harry Potter films were still coming out and they were a huge deal. I can't remember which film it was, but my group, we were sitting at a table doing a craft, and we were all engrossed in this conversation about Harry Potter. Now, one of the assistants in my group was Kiron, who's now my boss. And he was talking to us about Harry Potter too, and I had decided, hey guys, at break, let's do a play. let's put on a show of Harry Potter. So it started out with about a group of 20 or so 8 to 10-year-olds just improvising and rehearsing a play that was based off of Harry Potter. So I think I was Hermione Granger because she's my favorite character, and I pulled some strings there because it was my idea. And so we'd rehearse this play every day at break. But slowly and slowly, as the week went on, people started dropping out. They were like, no, I don't want to do this at the end of the session, because we were going to do it Friday afternoon break. And the kids were like, no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it at the end of the session. No, I dropped out. Until it was literally just me. And I didn't feel comfortable doing a Hermione one-woman show and playing all of the characters. So I ended up stopping it. But on that Friday morning that I was supposed to do the play, and I called it off, I was like, no, we can't do it. We can't do it with just me. Kiron, who was the assistant in my group, came up to me, and he had this poster that he had made after camp hours for the play that we were supposed to have done. And it was, I remember it being the most beautiful poster I'd seen. It was like a picture of Harry Potter, but he'd made it out of like construction paper. And yeah, it was a beautiful poster. And he was like, hey, look, Saskia, I got your poster for your play today. And I was like, Kiron, we're not doing the play. So it was sad that we weren't doing the play, but I also looked at the poster and I looked at how much time he put into that and how beautiful it was. And the fact that we tried to do something. We tried to do a play at break because that didn't happen. But I just remember feeling really great because I was sad we couldn't do the play, but it felt really nice to know that he had put in that effort to make that beautiful poster. And it was just a really nice moment. And as an assistant now, I hope to put in that kind of effort and to make a kid as happy as I was when Kiron did that for me.
It's growing up with your best friends. As a camper, I met amazing people who then I got to work with as counselors, as volunteers, as leads, and in the office. My greatest memory is maybe that I got to grow up with them.
What's your favorite group?
My favorite group? Oh, that's a hard one. It's kind of a cross between a lot of them. I really liked Lights, Camera, Action and Leadership because in Lights, Camera, Action, I don't know, I was a very different person. I was a very angry child, but I kind of got better, I guess, as I went through Lights, Camera, Action because I went multiple times. And I really liked Leadership because it was kind of a farewell to being a camper and kind of like a new beginning into becoming a volunteer. So I really like both those groups.
The older groups related to science, so like I've taught Science Frontiers a few times now. I've been part of Science Frontiers for a really long time. Science sleuths, things like that. There's always so much, a good combination of experiments and art, and like the kids get to get really creative. You get to talk about new developments going on in the field. So anything like that is what I enjoy.
Your favorite group is always the group that you're working on right now. And so right now my favorite group is ROM Reporters because I think it's something that I'm really passionate about. I love journalism, I love science, I love kids learning and exploring and having an adventure and being able to express themselves about what they're learning about. Other years, my favorite group is World Beat because we get to make a record. The kids get to write songs, we get to put it to music, we get to put on a performance. Other times, all they're on the stage because there is so much work that goes into making just 20 minutes. The entire All the ROMs a Stage show is 20 minutes long, and you spend 2 weeks getting there. And then once it's over, it's over. You have to leave everything on the stage. That's what I really love about All the ROMs a Stage. Or it could be Lights, Camera, Action, where you make a film and you get to explore the museum in a different way. You get to make it a setting. But ultimately, my favorite group is whatever group that a kid has fun in. Whatever group that they're learning in. Whatever group that they feel like they're at home in. That's my favorite group.